Hello, U.S. History classes. Mr. Golson here. I want to give you a rundown of the assignments for this week of March 23rd to the 27th. All these assignments are in your Google Classroom, so that's your go-to place. All right, so things I have there for you this week is first the JFK notes and Cold War. All you got to do here is just read through them. And so you can see that I have all the notes there. You don't necessarily have to take the notes, just read through them. It's going to kind of set up what we're going to cover for this unit for JFK, the presidency of John F. Kennedy. We're not going to go through everything. I'm just going to pick out what I think you need to know or would be important for you to know and how it relates to your knowledge of history. But go ahead and read through that, and you'll see that there's just a lot of topics in there. Some of what we've talked about with the Cold War. But again, since we don't have a textbook, you know the notes are your textbooks. Go ahead and read that. All right, after you've read the notes, you're going to want to open up the Bay of Pigs article from the New York Times. So here it is. That's uploaded in your classroom. Why don't you go ahead and read that? This is going to be one of those early tests for JFK in the Cold War and our standoff with the Soviet Union. We wanted to get rid of Castro. Communists too close to the United States, and we didn't feel comfortable with that. And this is going to talk about the Bay of Pigs invasion. Bay of Pigs is a reference to the location in Cuba where this invasion was going to take place. So read through that article. It's going to give you an overview of what happened and what the results were of the Bay of Pigs invasion. And then there's going to be some questions. The questions are going to be uploaded in a Google Doc. So there they are. I got 6 questions about the Bay of Pigs invasion. So use the article, use my notes to answer those 6 questions, and you should be good there. All right, so that's one early test. Next assignment is the Cuban Missile Crisis. So after we couldn't get rid of Castro, then the Soviets get involved. The Soviets try to put missiles in Cuba. Why? Because we had missiles in Turkey. Okay, so we get missiles in Turkey. They want to have missiles in Cuba. Part of this is the brinksmanship and threaten each other with the Cold War, and we're going to, be at each other with these missiles. And so it comes to a pinnacle in the Cuban Missile Crisis when the Soviets start to put missiles in Cuba. And so read through the article. It's going to tell you about the standoff and the results. And again, there's only 4 questions here. And again, that is a document that's been uploaded in your Google Classroom. So just read that article, read the notes, and use that to answer these 4 questions. And then when you're done with that, you're done for the week. Again, I'm going to keep it pretty simple from here on out. You can expect no more than 2 or 3 assignments from me a week. And the other one I have in there for you is the letter to yourself. Just want you to get a start on that. Start thinking about, what's going on right now. Let me get that document up. Got you. Again, this is a doc. It's in your classroom, but a letter to your future self. So purpose of it is to provide where you are at this present time. I've given you some writing prompts, but I really like you to think about what's going on with the school closure. How is it making you feel? What's it going to look like in the future? You're going to send this letter to yourself in the future, kind of telling yourself what was going on right now. Who were the most important people in your life, your favorite stuff, all that. So get that done. You can create that letter as a Google Doc. You can submit it in your Google Classroom. Right now, I have the due date on that as April 3rd. So you have quite a long period to think about that and reflect on that. And then you're going to upload that. And then, I'm going to collect these letters and I'm going to put them in envelopes. And then, I'm going to mail them to you. I'll mail them to you when you graduate. You can look back on what's happening right now. So again, start thinking about that and get that done for, all your deadlines for this week. Get it all done. Again, you have any questions, reach out to me through email, comments in Google Classroom, wherever, and have a great week.